I knew Leslie through her interactions in the bistro and catering our events. She was always ready with a smile and a laugh, and one of the most pleasant people I've ever met.
First time I met Leslie was probably me walking in the bistro freshman year. Everyone being new, since I knew no one coming here, every face to me was a new face, so the first memory I have might be a little bit fuzzy, but it was probably me just going through and, what was my biggest meal? A grilled cheese sandwich my freshman year. I always got those for some reason. I never got one since, but probably her saying hi.
I've known Leslie for 20 years. That's how long I've been working here. Can't tell you the exact first time that we met. It just feels like I've always known her. She's always been a part of the campus. Over the years, we've just gotten to know each other really well. I have a passion for food, and she had a passion for making food.
Just today, actually, they were talking about the pasta bar, because we had this pasta bar out, and they make good pasta. But one of the students asked if their chicken Alfredo today, and they said no, and I wasn't really paying attention. But what I did hear was Leslie made the best pasta.
Honestly, she was good at it. That had brought us together. I eat a lot here. I have eaten a lot of her food over the past 20 years. And I remember one time, there was nothing else to eat. And I'm not a big tomato soup fan. And I took the tomato soup and was just blown away with how good it was. And so I asked her, I said, tomato soup, what did you do? She said, oh, I always add heavy cream to that, which was excellent, all right? It really was.
She was one like our main cooks, and she made really good food.
I don't always know what she's making versus what someone else is making, but I've always had a fondness for the soups in the bistro, and that's one of those things that I always remember her little extra touch of love, and now I add heavy cream to mine too.
What I think of most when I think of her is her smile. She had a great smile and was always ready to use it for people.
The one thing I always remember about Leslie was always her smile. Like, I can imagine it right now. And she was always excited to see people, and she always, say, hey guys, hey, what's up? I'm like, nothing much, Leslie. That was most of the conversations because, handing over the food, she's busy, I'm hungry.
She's one of those people that doesn't get the fanfare on campus, but is incredibly critical to making this environment feel like a community, like a family.
She was at a lot of events because she helped serve all of the many people who we entertain on campus, and she always did so with grace and kindness.
She actually got to know my kids. My daughter in particular took a cooking camp with her and another chef, the late Don Steele, when my daughter Allie was probably in elementary school, and it was just something that she really enjoyed, and Leslie was a big part of why that was so successful.
And the staff of the bistro are just like one big family. They all love each other. They go to each other's parties. They hang out, and when it's not really busy, you see them actually talking to each other and laughing. As a resident here at Penn State Beaver, literally the staff become family. Me seeing her all the time, her smile, always her talking, and her always sitting with John over in the corner reading the newspaper. John was her fiance, I believe. And they're always sitting together reading newspaper and talking.
She worked here for about 25 years. She certainly established a legacy. Our campus is grieving with her loss.
We're a family here at the campus. Our students tend to become like our children. Yes, we're trying to teach you and mold you and make you independent and send you out into the world, but the reality is that while you're here, we're still watching out for you, we're still taking care of you. And nowhere is that more evident than with our resident students and the folks that work in housing and food services. They see them every day. They become sometimes second parents or older brothers and sisters, or just those trusted people that we often turn to in our lives when we don't know where else to go. Leslie, while her loss, her passing is beyond sad, her legacy is that she will have forever touched thousands of students' lives over her career and made them just a little bit better.